Good evening, race fans, and welcome to race number 6 and race number 7, the Motor Mouth Twins here tonight at Phoenix. Tonight, these drivers are going to take on the Legacy Phoenix Raceway here, Phoenix International Raceway, and then right after this one, they're going to go ahead and jump into the new version of Phoenix. Both races here this evening are going to be 50 laps. Let's go ahead real quick and pull up the weather forecast. Length 50 laps here. Winds out of the north at 2 miles an hour. Clear skies and air temp at 85 degrees and a track temp at a whopping 121 degrees. So these drivers are going to have their hands full with with not only the handling of these cars, but also that track as well. And let's go ahead and get down to the points here. As coming out of last week from Dover, got Sean Leisure still in that top spot with 217 points. Corbin Collins is in second spot. He is 20 behind Sean Leisure. And third, we got Jared Rashawn. He's at 189 points, 28 behind Corbin. 28 behind the leader, I should say, 8 behind Corbin. Fourth, Zach Lindgren, 184, 33 behind the leader and 5 behind Jared. In fifth, up 3 spots from last race, Chase Paquette, 174 points, 43 behind the leader and 10 behind Zach. Aiden Kirker, back in sixth spot, up a spot from last race, 173 points, 44 behind the leader and 1 behind Chase. Jason Semedo is down 2 spots, 165 points, 52 behind the leader and 8 behind Aiden. Last week's winner, Walker Thomas, up 7 spots, sitting in 8th spot, 152 points, 65 behind the leader, 13 behind Jason. Tied for 9th, we got Joseph Costello, up 3 spots, and Alexander Hyder down 3 spots, both at 149, 68 behind the leader and 3 behind Walker Thomas. In 11th spot, down a spot from last race, Mitch Van Oss, 147 points, 70 behind the leader and 2 behind Joseph and Alexander. In 12th, down 3 from last race, Connor Trafari with 141, 76 behind the leader and 6 behind Mitch. In 13th, we got Clinton Seymour, down 2 spots, 137 points, 80 behind the leader and 4 behind Connor. In 14th, Chris Thornton, down a spot from last race, sitting at 133 points, 84 behind the leader and 4 behind Clinton. In 15th spot, Daryl Arnold, 120 points, 97 behind the leader and 13 behind Chris. Matthew Hooker up 3 spots from last race in 16th with 119 points, 98 behind the leader and 1 behind Daryl. 17th spot, we got Connor Leach, 111 points, 106 behind the leader and 8 behind Matthew. In 18th, Marcus Van Der Lee, 4 behind, down 4 from last race at 108 points, 109 behind the leader and 3 behind Connor. In 19th, Michael Dorsey up 7 spots from last race, 106 points, 111 behind the leader and 2 behind Marcus. And then rounding out the top 20 in points here this evening, down 2 from last race is Josh Duke with 103 points. He's at 114 behind the leader and 3 behind Michael Dorsey. That will do the updated championship points here this evening for Season 5 here for the ISRL over on iRacing. Looks like right now we got 3 people out there watching. Thank you guys for tuning in here this evening. It should be a fun, very eventful, to say the least. I was out here practicing the other night with these guys, and I will say they will have their hands full at this Legacy Phoenix. So definitely looking forward to seeing what these guys can do, what kind of show they put on. But before we go ahead and get into qualifying, we're going to go ahead, step away. We're going to play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. All right, welcome back as qualifying is now underway for these guys here. And it looks like we got a few drivers out here already. Looks like we got Walker Thomas out here on track. Nathan Inman also out here on track as well. You got Jared Rashawn out here on track. Daryl out here on track. Michael Dorsey. Corbin Collins now has laid down the fastest lap here. As Walker Thomas is now up in the top spot with a 29.026. Got Lindgren in second for now with a 29.082. Tyler Kahn in third with a 29.121. But there's still over 3 minutes here left in qualifying as Anthony Colatuano is here. Looks like he's just taking it easy as Corbin Collins now goes up to that top spot with a 29.021. What a lap there by Corbin. There's Alexander Meters sitting in 20th right now. Seth Wentworth here in 21st spot. You got Chris Lilly out here on track. Oh yeah, turn 4 is definitely like a skating rink, especially if you get on that throttle too soon trying to exit out of 4. Yeah, I can definitely confirm the exit of 4 is going to be brutal. So it's definitely going to be something we're going to have to watch our eyes on, especially when the tires start getting worn out. It's going to be interesting. Tyler Kahn is actually, his car is not showing up for some reason. It's white, but it's not a white car on the track, so I don't know why it decided to do that on Tyler's car. I'm sorry about that, Tyler. Might be the only one. I wouldn't have mind if it happened to Mitch. I'm just saying. just kidding, Mitch. Looks like we got Connor out here on track, sitting in that 7th spot. Got Costello. Got Inman sitting out here on the end of pit road. Looks like he just is going to sit there for the remainder of qualifying. As Sean Leisure is now up to the top spot with a 28.977. Whew, what a lap there by the 67 machine. Yeah, if I was these guys out here racing with him tonight, I'd be requesting a impound on that 67 machine to get inspected. And it looks like Tyler Kahn is the only car out here on track. And he is sitting in that 4th spot. We're down to about 40 seconds here left in qualifying. Joshua Corner is out here on track as well in that 89 machine. What kind of paint is that? Tackies? Okay, never heard of that. Those are the only 2 guys out here on track as we're down to the last few seconds here in qualifying, and we're going to go ahead and get them down to the starting grid here momentarily. So fingers crossed, everybody. I've been testing this all last week, and it's been working fine, so I should not have a problem here. The starting grid here for the Motor Mouth Twins race number 1 here this evening. Starting in that first spot, Sean Leisure with a 28.977. Congratulations, Sean Leisure, on your pole here this evening. Starting in second, Corbin Collins with a 29.021. Starting in row 2, we got Walker Thomas in third. In fourth spot, we got Tyler Kahn in that 33 machine. Starting in row 3 and fifth spot here this evening, the 85 machine is Zach Lindgren. Starting in sixth, the 182 Michigan Wolverine of Mitch Van Oss. In row 4, starting seventh here this evening, the 006 of Clayton Sick with a 29.078. And starting eighth, Connor Trafari in that 9 machine with a 29.098. Row 5 here this evening, starting 9, Chase Paquette. In 10th, Ryan Arnold in that 8 machine. In row 6, starting 11th, Josh Duke in the 32 John Deere machine. And 12th, the 79 of Connor Leach, the Canada car, I'll call it. Starting row 7th and 13th, Aiden Kirker in that 39 machine. And 14th, the 5 machine of Matthew Dutcher. In row 8, in 15th spot, Jared Rashawn in the 27 machine. Chris Lilly starting 16th in that 53 machine. In row 9, we got Clinton Seymour in the 2 machine starting 17th. And 18th, we got Joseph Costello in that 60 machine. In row number 10, Jason Semino in that 43 machine. And starting 20th here this evening in that 48 machine, Nathan Inman. In row 11, starting 21st, Michael Dorsey in that 99 machine. In 22nd, in that 6 machine, Daryl Arnold. In row 12, we got Skylar Harold in that 3 machine, starting 23rd. 24th, James Rader in that 72 machine. Row 13 and 25th, Charlie Beyer in the 23 machine. 26th, Eli Innes in that 1 machine. In row 14, starting 27th in that 14 machine, D. Allen Grote. Starting 28th in the 98 machine, Anthony Colatuano. Row 15, starting 29th, Kyle Camper. In 30th, the 04, Cameron Mahone. Row 16, 31st, the 89 of Joshua Corner. And 32nd, the 45 machine, Alexander Meter. Row 17, starting 33rd, Jake Baker in that 17 machine. 34th, Seth Wentworth in that 28 machine. Row 18, starting 35th, the 22 of Paul Reckley. And 36th, the 4 machine of Cody Tabor. In row 19, starting 37th, Caden Henry Oaks in the 41 machine. And 38th, the 01 on Lima Carlson. In row 20 and 39th, Matthew Hooker in the 57 machine. And 40th, the 00 of Cody Hampton. And starting in row 21, 41st, the 75 of Chris Thornton. 42nd, Aaron Tribble. And now round out the field as they are underway here this evening. Just had enough time to get everything going. Whew, that's a big field, everybody. As here we go, underway here this evening. Go ahead and get everything going as we're 3 wide here into 3 and 4. Mitch Van Oss looks like he's already in trouble on the first lap. In the 5 machine, that would be Matthew Dutcher. We caught that somewhat live. We're going to go ahead and take it back here. And yeah, he just lost it. I didn't even get on the actual 5. For some reason, it didn't click on him. Okay, so we get on him, and it looks like it was just a checkup in front of him. And he got ran into by the 53. That would be Chris Lilly. And it's what happens at new tires. They're cold, and everybody's trying to get everything. Okay, what's going on here? Why is it not letting me? Okay, that was weird. I must have hopped out for a second. Don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it'd be something we have to keep our eyes on here, see if that continues or if that will clean itself up. Then we got Sean Leisure in first, Corbin Collins second, Tyler Kahn third, Walker Thomas in fourth, Zach Lindgren rounding out the top 5. There we go. It updated. Let's go Skunk Works Racing. Okay, who's all in that team? I don't think they had that. Oh! I thought we were live. Okay, hit the live button. Why isn't it going live? There we go. Oh my goodness. That's where you hit the live button and it does not work. And Leisure's coming down pit road already? What happened to him? He just drove it down the pit road. We got a caution. And I don't... Why is it... I have no idea why. Okay, I can't find it. Okay, so we can't... Oh, lordy. I'm going to have to change that. That's what's doing it, folks. I just found out what it is. If it stops playing. Okay. It's playing the music in my background and... okay, so I gotta go... Okay. One thing I forgot to uncheck. So make sure we're live. Okay, we are live now. One of these Tuesday nights, I'm going to get everything to work without a hitch. Now we got Leisure. He's sitting all the way back in 22nd spot. He lost 21 spots just like that. It'd be interesting to find out if he had a mechanical problem with his wheel or a pedal to see where he had to come down. As we're getting ready to go back, green flag here. Get back up here onto the leader. As we completed 9 laps of 50 here for race number 1. Here for the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix. Wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road, and then it'll be in that 71's hands. And green flag is out, and we are back underway here. And he wasted no time getting back on the pedal as go ahead and get a little fanned out here for everybody. A little bit of what's going on throughout the field here is right now a lot of side-by-side racing as they're all still bunched up. But we got a little battle going on here with Walker Thomas and Connor Trafari here. This is for P2. Going down to turn number 1. The second race, this will be turn 3 and 4. And there will be no grass on the second race. All that is now the dog leg. They are going down into the what is 3 and 4 in this track, what will be the new 1 and 2 at the next race. So it's all confusing. So for right now, we're just going to stick with the old format. This is turn 1 and 2, and Lindgren has laid down the fastest lap, and he is sitting. Where is Lindgren at? He's sitting in 6th in that 85 machine. And Leisure dropped it all the way down to 38th. He might be doing it by design. Because the one thing we did not discuss, folks, after this race, the field is inverted. So the top will start in the back, and the back will start up into the front. So that might be by design, as long as he doesn't go a lap down. Now, if he goes a lap down, he's going to be starting in the back of the field, no matter what. As we got a battle here with Chris Lilly, Eli Innes getting around the 4 machine of Cody Tabor, as well as Chris Thornton getting around the 4 machine. As looks like Cody's just falling back as well. That might be by design as well. Who knows? Aiden Kirker here is up battling with that 6 machine. The 006, I should say. That's Clabe. Right now, he's able to hold off Aiden Kirker to keep that 7th spot. And get up here to Walker Thomas. He's getting the starting to put the pressure on that 71 machine of Corbin. Walker is a man on a mission. He wants to make it back-to-back races as we have a caution here this evening. This will be caution number 3. Go ahead and get on. Oh, it did it again. And it looks like the 4, Cody Tabor, just lost it. And that is probably what's going to bring out the caution. If I had my money on it, that's what brought out the caution. Is we do have some cars down pit road. I saw the 71 of Corbin Collins down pit road. As well as the 006, 182, Mitch Van Oss is also on pit road. Connor Trafari's on pit road. A lot of guys on pit road. Josh Duke's on pit road. He looks about 3/4 of the field came down pit road, if not just about everybody. But Walker Thomas decided to stay out. We'll see how that works for him. We're 18 laps, well, getting ready to complete 18 laps here this evening. So we got Walker Thomas in that top spot. Zach Lindgren now in second. Tyler Kahn in third. Aiden Kirker in fourth. Michael Dorsey rounding out the top 5 here this evening. In sixth spot, we got the 41, Caden Henry Oaks. Cody Hampton sitting in 7th. Chris Thornton in 8th. Chase Paquette in 9th. And then rounding out the field here, one of the drivers came down pit road. The 006, Clavis Sick? Yeah. I'm just going to call you Sick. I know that's not how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm going to go with it for now. Till you correct me. We should be getting the 1 to go here. Yes, we're getting the 1 to go here this time. Wait one more time around and go ahead and get this race back underway here this evening. So far this evening, 3 cautions in the first race here for 10 laps, 2 lead changes, and we still got 31 laps to go. Get on Walker here for this restart coming up. Pace cars off, and we are back. Green flag here. Walker Thomas is back on that loud pedal just for a brief moment until he has put on the brakes there going into turn number 1. Lindgren's got the momentum there on the outside line. It looks like he's going to be able to overtake Walker as we're 3-4 wide back here. That was with Daryl and company. Just lasted a brief moment, but as we have another wreck, and that's the 00. That Cody Hampton. Let's see here. Going down into turn 3, and just couldn't slow it down enough without getting into the left rear of the 006, I do believe that was. Okay. Still working on getting that to stop playing and causing a humongous cluster going on. Might have to reboot, but we're not going to do that. We're going to deal with what we got, and I'll worry about rebooting ATVO after this race, because I'm going to have to close it out anyway so everything gets re-updated. So hopefully that will take care of that issue after this race. We'll see. Time will tell. Walker still up in front. Lindgren second. Aiden Kirker in that third. Tyler Kahn, even though he's driving a black 33 Team Conti car, it's a white no sponsor 33 in the driver's bar. That might fix itself next race, Tyler. I do apologize for that. And then rounding out the top 5 here, Michael Dorsey in that 5th spot. '99 Jags machine. Let's go ahead and the view Walker has of that pace car. Right. Oh, wrong button. Waiting for that pace car sedan to take it off to the safety of pit road once more, and Walker is back in control, and he is back on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing here. Completed lap 25 of 50. We're now on lap 26 here, and Zach Lindgren once again getting the momentum there on the outside coming out of turn number 2, as we're 3 wide back behind them with Connor Leach and company. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th. As we almost had 4 wide with Perquette, Mitch Van Oss, Chase Perquette. These guys are all hungry, going at it. Connor Trafari's like a man that stole that 9 machine. We got another caution. Let's see here. Don't think it's Joshua Corner. It actually is. Okay. It looks like he just got into the wall just a little bit and then lost it. And fortunately, everybody was able to get around him. Good driving by everybody, and then he took it to the pits right away. We got Aaron Tribble, Cody Tabor, the 006, and Joshua Corner. All on pit road. Tribble, I think Cody as well is done. See here about everybody else, but unfortunate there for Aaron Tribble. Hopefully he'll be able to make it into the next race and redeem himself. Oh yeah, the good old car got loose. I feel you there, Joshua. Definitely is not what you want to have happen, but fortunately for you, you did not get anyone else involved. So, all things considered, ended up, didn't end up the race you wanted to have, but you didn't ruin anybody else's either. So, it's probably one of the better spots for it to have happen, because in turn 3 you do have a little bit more room to either go up or down versus turn 1 and 2. So if I were to get loose, I'd rather have it happen going into 3, just saying. We should be getting the 1 to go this time by. Wait for that field. Go double file here. Well, I can I won't promise you, but I can almost guarantee the next Phoenix is nowhere as bad as this one. Worst thing you probably got to worry about is the dog leg. Getting loose sitting that. So yeah, this track is definitely not for the faint of heart. I told the guys the other night, I'm glad I'm not out here racing. It was a workout, to say the least, as we're getting ready for that pace car to dive off once more, and once again it's in Walker's hands, and we are back green flag racing here. And we'll see here once again if Zach can get a run coming out of turn number 1 and 2 on that high side. It looks like he's going to be able to get a little bit of a run, but not really able to do anything with it, as we got 3 wide back here with Sean Leisure and company. Looks like Leisure is going to be proving me wrong here, as now he's sitting in that 15th spot, as we got more people wrecking here. That is Daryl. What? It might be because of all the cars on the track. I'll fix that. I can't fix it now, but see here. We'll go ahead and go back. And, yeah. Looked like there were 3 wide here. That was with Sean Leisure. And coming out of turn number 4, just a little tap, and he thought he was clear. Daryl came up, and he was not quite clear. That is true. No one has to let you back up, but they also have to make the turn in the 1 and 2 as well. So, I mean, they might try to pinch you low, but at the same time, they're going to want to make the turn. So, I think I don't think you'd be worse for wear using a dog leg. The only issue would be hitting that transition so hard and snapping the car loose. As we should be getting the 1 to go here, Zach Lindgren is now up into that top spot. This time by, we should be getting the 1 to go. Yes, we are. Pace car lights are off. Be in Lindgren's hands here once the pace car sedan dives off once more to that safety of pit road. We're ready to come up on to 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central, 6:30 Pacific time, as we are back under green flag here this evening. And Walker's going to try to use the Lindgren line, but it ain't going to work for him, as Lindgren's able to get out to a nice little, somewhat comfortable lead, but it ain't comfortable. I can tell you that, as Walker Thomas got up into the wall there in the 3 and 4. And now we got a traffic jam behind him with Tyler Kahn, Michael Dorsey, and we got 3 wide with Chase Paquette, Connor Trafari. That lasted a little bit, not too long now. And we got battles going on all over the place. Still 3 wide here, as there goes Chase, and Connor still bumping doors with the other Connor. Connor's door banging each other there going into turn number 3 and 4. They are able to keep it all straight, keep it going there, as Aiden Kirker has laid down the fastest lap here on lap number 39. He's up into that P2 spot. He is hunting down that 85 machine of Zach Lindgren. Aiden Kirker, man on a mission here at the first race of the Twins here this evening, as Michael Dorsey misjudged the entry there of 3 and 4 and got up into the marbles, but no harm, no foul, as right now just the whole, everybody fighting for every little inch they could possibly get and try to take over, as Connor got loose there going into 3. We caught that live, and now we're going to have another stack up here coming out of turn number 4 with the 60 of Costello and Sean Leisure. And looks like everybody's able to keep it going for now. Going down in the turn number, this is turn 3, going into 4 now. Go ahead and get a little view of what's going on behind Connor. Trafari sent at 8th spot. Leisure taking it down to the inside, trying to get to the inside of Costello there. As we got a wreck, and that will bring out another caution here this evening. And trying to see. Oh, was that Clinton Sheen? Well, I don't dare hit that replay button because it's going to go all kafooey on me for like a minute and a half, so. I will leave that be for right now until after this race. Get that taken care of real quick so that for the next race it should be all good to go. But until then, this is what we got to deal with, as we do have some takers coming down pit road. Looks like Daryl has decided to take it down pit road, as well as Chris Thornton. Matthew got the wave around. 48 machine of Nathan Inman also on pit road. 14 of Alan Groats on pit road. So it looks like from Daryl on back to 36 came down pit road. Well, actually, the two cars on the lead lap, 3. Chris Thornton, Cody Hampton, Daryl. They all came down pit road. They were all on the lead lap. Nathan Inman is 15 laps down. Matthew Dutcher, who just got the wave around, he is 7 laps down. Actually, 6 laps now, as it just updated. We got Zach Lindgren first, Aiden Kirker second, Walker Thomas third, Connor Leach fourth, Chase Burquette fifth, as we're down to 5 laps to go here this evening for race 1 of the Motormouth Twins at Phoenix. Who's going to be able to survive this one, get the bragging rights going in race 2, and then have a lot of work to do in race number 2. Starting in the back and then working your way up through the field. With only 50 laps, that's going to be a tall task, but it can be done. Trying to think here. I don't know who gained the most spots. I don't have that information. I could have it, but I didn't select it, so. But anywho, howdy, as that pace car is getting ready to dive off, Zach is now in control of the field. As we are back under green flag here for unofficial green-white checker here this evening for the Murdermouth Twins Race 1. As we're coming down in the final laps here, all bets are off now, folks. There is no give, there is all take. As we got to keep our eyes here on first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I mean, look what's going on back here. I mean, they're going 2, 3, trying to make it 3 wide, trying to make it 4 wide. I mean, if they wanted to, they go 5 wide as we're down to 2 laps to go here. I don't know why I thought it was an unofficial green-white checkered. It's not. There's 2 green, white checkers, so for some reason I thought it was going to update. As we're taking the white flag here, Zach Lindgren, 1 more lap to go here for race number 1 for the Motormouth Twins at Phoenix, and Ian Kirker's looking to hang on to that second spot right now. He's got Walker Thomas all over him. Walker's got Chase Paquette all over him as well, looking to get a podium spot here. Coming into 3 and 4, coming out of turn number 4, it looks like Zach Lindgren is going to grab the victory here at the Legacy Phoenix. Aiden Kirker second, and Chase Paquette rounding out the top 3 here this evening. Okay, so the race is all that. Once the race is over, we'll see here if Zach wants to do his little virtual burnout here to celebrate his victory here at the first race of 2 here this evening. Goes ahead and burns all that rubber onto the virtual pavement here of the Legacy Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and step away, folks. We're going to get the top 3 up for real quick interviews. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back as we got the top 3 ready to go here this evening. Let's go ahead and get these over with real quick. Let's go ahead and bring in our third place finisher here this evening. That would be that 10 machine of Chase Paquette. Well, Chase, go ahead and talk about your race here this evening here at the Legacy Phoenix International Speedway.
Yeah, it was fun. I just wasn't a fan of how many cautions we had for sure, but I'm glad where we ended up after starting ninth. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, unfortunately, cautions seem to be plentiful here at this race, and I think it was just a combination of just the track not having the grip, the track temp, and just the setup of these cars. What are you looking forward to going into the next race? The new Phoenix, the new layout, new style. What are you looking forward going into that one?
I can tell you what I'm not looking forward to is starting at the back, but we can. I'm curious to see how it'll play out for sure. I'm sure we'll be up there battling for a nice top 5, top 10, hopefully.
All right, Chase. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go and get ready for that next race. But before we go ahead and do that, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go ahead and get in that next session?
Yeah, appreciate you doing this every Tuesday. So that's a big deal for us. So I really appreciate that. Thanks to my wife. Thanks to Robert and Jack, who always watch at home. So thank you.
All right, Chase. Well, go ahead and get into that next session, and can't wait to see if you're able to come from the back to the front in 50 laps. Definitely got a lot of work ahead of you. Good luck to you, and hopefully we'll be talking to you after the next one.
Awesome. Thanks, Elon.
You're welcome. All right, that takes care of P number 3. Now let's get our P2 finisher up here, and that would be that 39 machine. That would be Aiden Kirker. And let's go ahead and find him real quick and then get him up into the broadcast booth. Well, Aiden Kirker, yet again, another P2 finish here for you this evening. Go ahead and talk about, how was the race here for you at the Legacy Phoenix International Speedway?
A lot of pace laps. A lot of pace laps, but car was a handful tonight. I will say that's my fault. I made the car a little bit harder than it probably should have been, but felt like the race was shorter, so we wanted to get a little more difference between the cars, and kind of went too far with it, made it a little more difficult. But I guess that's what happens when you got 40-something cars, 41 cars on a mile racetrack. So not really too much to say. It wasn't super eventful race. We kind of got lucky with strategy and stayed out there. And luckily the fresh tires never really got to us, but just happy for second. I am getting a little tired of finishing second. I think I've finished second twice this season in this league, back to back in another league. Finished second today in a my God, second. The number 2 is getting really irritating to me. So I'm ready to win a race, but hopefully we'll see if we can do that in this next run, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. We're coming back from 32nd position. It's an uphill battle, but that's just the way this thing rocks on invert night or dual night. But it should be fun, and hopefully we'll get some more green flag running in this next race.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully that track temp's a little bit cooler because I noticed it was like 127 there at the beginning of the race. So that might have played a little bit of a factor in the handling of these cars here this evening. Hot track, low grip. But hopefully the new layout will benefit you guys here next race, and be interesting to see how that dog lay works out for these drivers, because definitely didn't have that option here in race 1. But before we go ahead and let you go, I know that race is coming up here real quick. Any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go ahead and get in that session and get your practice going?
Yeah, just want to thank everyone for showing up once again. I know we still got one more race to go, but it was a fun one, and hopefully this next one coming up is going to be a lot smoother and should make for a good time.
All right, Aiden. Well, you got your work cut out for you in the next race. You don't need me to tell you that. You already know. So good luck to you. Hopefully we'll see you well, get to hear from you here after the next race, and hopefully you'll be able to break that streak of finishing P2 and get that top finish here on the second race here at Phoenix. Until then, Aiden, good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that will take care of P number 2, and let's go ahead and get down to our race winner here for race number 1 of the Motormouth Twins here this evening. That would be that 85 machine of Zach Lindgren. Let's go ahead and get him, if I can click on the right name, get him up into the booth here this evening. Well, Zach, go ahead and top out your race here at the Legacy Phoenix International Speedway for you. It looked like you were the one to master it all here at the Legacy track.
Yeah, we got lucky on a little bit of pit strategy. During that little barrage of cautions, we had ourselves about a 10-lap run. We didn't know whether to come in, change tires or not, and I think as a team we selectively decided to stay out, and I think that was our winning move. And then from there it was just a matter of finding grip. We found something on the high side there when we were battling Walker, and we found something there when we got past Walker on the low side. So I like it when cars are like this, or when races are like this, where you got to step out the car a little bit, manage throttle, manage right rear, and just kind of run it around the track. I really enjoy races like this. I don't like it where they go tight, so this kind of fit right into my wheelhouse, and it just kind of benefited me off right there towards the end. Glad to finally pop one off this season. We have a number of second places, so it's good to finally pop one off.
Yeah, for sure. And, speaking of second places now for the second race, you start way in the back, invert yourself. Got a lot of work cut out for you here in the second race. What do you think it's going to take to go ahead and duplicate what you did in race 1?
Well, the good thing about being at the bottom is there's nowhere else to go but up. So I guess we'll learn as the track goes on, as the race goes on. 50 laps is a rather short time, especially at Phoenix. So got to jump into a practice, learn it quickly, try to find a decent bit of speed, and it sucks being. I think we're going to be starting P33 next race. So I think if we end up inside the top 10 this next race, I think that's going to be a big win. But regardless, like I said, when you're at the bottom, the only way to go is up. So that's what we're going to try to do.
For sure. Well, Zach, before we go ahead and let you go and get into that session, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you get practicing for the next race?
Yeah, give a huge shout-out to HMS Motorsport for being on the car. Same thing with NASCAR Diecast fans. Like I've said, week in and week out, they've been huge supporters of my iRacing online, so I can't thank them enough. Everybody at Elite Motorsports. You could have heard a pin drop that pretty much that entire race when we were racing. Like I don't think anybody spoke. Everybody was just kind of helping everybody, especially under caution, and letting people know. So a huge shout out to everybody at Elite Motorsports. You up here in the booth, I heard you were having some trouble, but we thank you for being up here anyway. I know you put on one hell of a show, and we look forward to. I look forward to watching it every day afterwards. So huge shout out to you. Huge shout out to everybody that's watching. Hopefully we put on a good race, and hopefully we will put on a good race this next one for you. The admins that put on this league, dedicating their time to it. That's all I got for right now, buddy.
All right, well, Zach, go ahead and get to. It looks like you only get 15 minutes here for warm up, so go ahead and get all the practice you can get in, and hopefully we'll be talking to you here after the next race.
I hope so, buddy. That's a tall ask.
Yes, it is. But if anyone could do it, I have faith in that E5 machine, so go ahead and go get it.
Hey, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, and that will do it for the interviews here this evening. Let's go ahead, well, for race 1, I should say. Not this evening. We still got more interviews to go. We still got more racing to go. But until then, let's go ahead and get to the results here for race number 1. Here for the Motormouth Twins, Zach Lindgren finishing first, Aiden Kirker second, Chase Paquette third, Walker Thomas fourth, Connor Leach fifth, Caden Henry Oaks, 6th. Connor Trafari, 7th. Talicon, 8th. Sean Leisure, 9th. Joseph Costello, 10th. Michael Dorsey, 11th. In 12th, Mitch Van Oss. Jared Rashawn, 13th. And 14th, Josh Duke. 15th, Chris Lilly. 16th, Corbin Collins. 17th, Ryan Arnold. 18th, Jake Baker. 19th, Eli Innes. 20th, Cameron Mahone. 21st, Charlie Beyer. 22nd, D. Allen Grote. And 23rd, Kyle Camper. 24th, Clinton Seymour. 25th, Skylar Harold. 26th, Anthony Colatuano. 27th, Matthew Hooker. 28th, Paul Reckley. 29th, Cody Hampton. And 30th, Daryl Arnold. 31st, James Rader. 32nd, Alexander Meter. 33rd, Chris Thornton. And 34th, Jason Semino. 35th, Matthew Dutcher. 36th, Nathan Inman. 37th, Joshua Corner. 38th here this evening in race 1, Seth Whitworth. In 39th, the 006 of Clabe Sick. 40th, Cody Tabor. 41st, Aaron Tribble. And then rounding out the field here this evening, Liam Carlson. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, get everything reset, reloaded. We'll be back for race number 2 at the new Phoenix. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Here we are, loaded into session 2, race number 7, I should say, of the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix, the new Phoenix Raceway. And right now, in the top spot here in practice is that number 67 machine of Sean Leisure. And they are racing under the lights here for race number 2. Let's go ahead and get down to the weather here for Phoenix Raceway. 50 laps, winds at the north at 2. Partly cloudy skies with an air temp of 65 and a track temp at a very cool 69 degrees, about roughly 57 degrees cooler than it was the last race. These cars will definitely have more grip and should reflect into better racing. As far as being able to get drive off out of turn 2 and out of turn 4. And those that don't know, right now, this is turn 2. No, this is turn 1 coming up right here. This is the new turn 1 and 2. And then this is now the back straightaway. The other race was the front straightaway. And then coming down into 3 and 4 right here. So as we're down to about a minute here left into the warm-up session here, we're just going to go ahead and enjoy the sights and sounds of the cars. Got stuck. We're down to the last 20 seconds here. And we will go ahead and get them gridded up. Alright, let's go ahead and get them down to the starting grid for race number 2 here this evening. Starting in that first spot, Chris Thornton. Second, Alexander Meter. In row number 2, we have James Rader and Daryl Arnold. Row 3, we have Cody Hampton starting in 5th, Paul Reckley 6th. Row 4, Matthew Hooker starting 7th, Anthony Colatuano starting 8th. Row 5, Skylar Harrell starting 9th, Clinton Seymour starting 10th. Row 6, Kyle Camper starting 11th, D. Allen Grote starting 12th. Row 7, Charlie Byers starting 13th, 14th, Cameron McHone. In row 8, Eli Innes starting 15th, Jake Baker starting 16th. Row 9, 17th, Ryan Arnold, 18th, Corbin Collins. Row 10, Chris Lilly starting 19th, Josh Duke starting 20th. Row 11, Jared Rashawn 21st, Mitch Van Oss 22nd. Row 12, Michael Dorsey 23rd, Joseph Costello 24th. Row 13, Sean Leisure 25th, Tyler Kahn 26th. Row 14, Connor Trafari 27th, Caden Henry Oakes 28th. 31st, we got Chase Paquette. 32nd, Aiden Kirker. And row 17, 33rd, Zach Lindgren, Jason Semino, row 18, Matthew Dutcher, Nathan Inman. Row 19, Joshua Corner, Cody Tabor. And that will round out the field here this evening as we are getting ready to go green flag racing here. And waiting for that green party, the flag man, to wave that green flag. And we are under... There we go. Green flag is out. We are underway here for the second race of the Motor Mouth Twins here at Phoenix Raceway as we are wrecking already back in the back. And let's see here if we can find out what happened here. Like they were checking up, and it was just accordion effect, and unfortunately it got the best of looked like Tyler Kahn. Let's go ahead and put the driver bar up for everybody. And 41, that would be Caden Henry Oakes and Walker Thomas. It was just a big chain reaction, and unfortunately, who is that in front of Joshua Corner? Unfortunately, lost his entire front bumper clip. That is not how we wanted to start the second race here this evening, but with only 50 laps to go from the back to the front, it's go time. I will say these guys have definitely made me start talking a lot faster with the grid being so big. 40 cars in both races. Well, actually, there's 36 in this one. There's 40 in the first one, 36 in this one. But still, regardless, that's a lot of drivers to go through when you only got, what, 3 minutes or so? A little under 3 minutes, I do believe. You get 2 minutes to grid. And I think with him setting the grid, the starting grid, you only get a minute. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while. But regardless, it's not a lot of time, especially at a track like Phoenix. Now, if it was Daytona, Talladega, that's different, but yeah, mile and a half tracks, you don't get a whole lot of time to go through 30 plus cars. So now, as we wait, pace car is diving off to the safety of pit road, but unlike the first race, Chris has got to wait the entire back straightaway, going down into turn number 3, getting that restart zone, and then he can go at any time. As he's entering the restart zone now, and green flag is back out. We are back underway here for the Motormouth Twins race number 2 here at Phoenix Raceway. And we got 3, 4 wide. Chris Lilly's going around in that 53 machine. Where is he at? There he is. Let's go ahead and see what happened here on the restart here with Chris Lilly in that 53 machine. And they just got all fanned out there right off the get-go. And they, whoa, there was actually netcode ahead of him, and then it was just checking up, bumpers being used, Sean Leisure involved, as man, just a whole bunch of chaos there ensued. I think at one moment they were 4 wide with Leisure. Yeah, it looked like Lilly got the worst of it. Leisure got a little bit. I know it gave him no hood there for a moment. But yeah, you can see Chris Lilly, that front end is leaning. Think that car is going to have some required. So we got Chris Lilly on pit road. Corner's already taking it behind the wall. Got Connor, no name Connor out here. Cody Tabber. Okay, we are back live. Alright, well everything seems to be running a lot smoother now since I took, some reason I forgot to take the video off the replay. And I think that's what was causing the issue with the glitching. So far, knock on, I guess you want to call that wood. So far so good here for the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix. I think I have an HDMI port going bad. My one screen to the right is flickering off and on. Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. But we're gonna go ahead and make do with what we have to do. To deal with, I should say, not to do, but to deal with. As we have 36 cars out here on track right now. 37 if you count the one on pit road. We should be getting the one to go here this time by. As Barney the flagman gives them the one to go. So we got Chris Thornton in first, Alexander Meter second, James Rader in third. Don't know exactly what he's doing here. Daryl is in fourth. I don't know. Did they delay? Or are they doing single file? Oh, they're doing a single file restart here. Okay, that explains it. They're trying to spread everybody out here on this restart to try to get some green flag racing. We'll see here if that'll prevail. As Chris Thornton is waiting to get in that restart zone once more. And he's back on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing for race number 2 here for the Motormouth Twins, as we already have a caution. What happened here? like did it. Oh, wow. Big checkup. Like everybody came to a stop. And not everybody heeded in front of what was going on. And unfortunately, Aiden got turned around and somebody lost a fender and a hood. So, it's definitely not going, starting the way that Aiden was alluding to that he wanted to have happen here. Same with our race winner from race 1. He has not had a good start. He's sitting 26th right now. I mean, he's still up 8 spots from where he started the race, but he was hoping to have some green flag runs. See if he can make something work, as we're on lap 12 here of 50. And the longer that they run under yellow, the more it benefits the 75 of Chris Thornton, Alexander Meter, James Rader, Daryl up here in the 3rd spot. You got Cody Hampton here in 4th. It says 9th. It'll update here at the start finish line. He's actually 4th. And then Paul Reckley rounding out the top 5 here in that Nickelodeon 22 machine. Huh? What is going on here? Okay, so it's Chris Thornton 1st, Alexander Meter 2nd, Daryl 3rd, James Rader 4th, Skylar Harold rounding out the top 5. Okay, I didn't have the positions in order, so they were all scrambled. My bad. My apologies for that. I keep forgetting every time it goes to grid, I have to hit the position to keep it in order, or it'll get all out of whack on my timing screen here. I think there might be a way to have that set auto, but I ain't doing that right now. I've already had enough issues to deal with on my end here this evening with the glitching out and all that. So, I'm not glitching out this time. We are all good. Waiting for that pace car to dive off once more. It's back into Chris Thornton's hands here as we go ahead real quick. 3 cautions for 12 laps already, and we still got 37 laps to go here, folks. We'll see here as the green is going to come back out here. Right about... No. Did the caution come back out because the field was not set? Trying to... Looks like Zach Lindgren might have had an issue. He is now back in 36th. Aiden Kirker is on pit road in 37th. Looks like we got delayed 1 lap here as the pace car is back onto that pit road once more. As we wait for Chris to get into that Geico restart zone. And we are back underway. Green flag is out. Back racing here for the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix Raceway. As it looks like getting back through here. We are 3 wide in the turn number 1 and 2. And that didn't last too long. Everybody's able to get it all straightened out. As I say that, we got James Rader up here in that 72 machine. Looks like he might have brushed the wall as we got, the 2 machine getting turned around. Clinton Seymour. And that will bring out a, no caution. We stay green as Thornton's able to get Darrell up to that 2nd spot. This is why they run the Twins every year, just to mix it up a little bit and give drivers like Chris Thornton, Skyler, Darrell here in 2nd spot. I mean, Darrell, he's running the top 5 before. He's been in 2nd, he's been in 3rd before. Just luck has not gone his way. And right now he's hoping to have luck go his way, as well as Chris Thornton. He's hoping to have a little luck go his way. Skyler, can't forget about Skyler. He dropped down a spot to 4th. Well, now he's back up to 3rd, but he's looking to have a little luck on his side. Anthony Colatuano, though, as we have another caution. And it's not. Okay, so we will see if we can't find. No. We gotta go back a little bit farther. Get on. I ain't gonna find it, folks. Oh, there it is. Just saw it. And it was up ahead of him. So we're gonna go the other way. Looked like it was right here. Who was that? The 23 machine. Who is that? Charlie. He just might have had a little bit of help, but it didn't look like he had that much help. Get on Jared, the 27 machine here. He's sitting in 13th at the time. Get on the nose and see if there's any. Yeah, okay, there's just a slight little bump there going, coming out of turn number 2. Well, folks, on the next restart, we are going to go ahead and we're just going to go and crank it up here. Let these guys rev those engines for you get, ladies and gentlemen, to sit and enjoy. Before we do that, if you're new tuning in to Extreme Racing TV, I am Dennis Ansman up here in the booth with you all, broadcasting every Tuesday night here for the Iceman Sim Racing League over here on iRacing, or the ISRL League, as you see it up there in the scoring tab. And make sure you go ahead and give a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button. That way you go ahead and get notified anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League. And as always, it's on iRacing. So if you're looking to join a simulator that can mimic anything close to real life, iRacing is the place to go to. So go ahead and check them out over at iRacing.com and get yourself a subscription, and maybe we'll see you out here on the track one day. Until then, it's time to get back green flag racing, waiting for Chris Thornton to get in that restart zone, and it'll be in his hands here. As the green flag is out, we are back green flag racing here this evening, folks. Let's go ahead and let's crank it up. Alright, hopefully you all enjoyed that Crank It Up cam. Did a few different angles there for everybody. I got it on a few drivers. That way you get a little perspective of what they're going through, what they're seeing, how they're wheeling their cars. Right now we got a battle going on behind Daryl with Skylar Harold and Ryan Arnold. This is a battle for 6th spot right now, and it looks like Skylar is going to be able to prevail over that. Corbin Collins is sitting up here in 5th, putting the pressure there on Daryl, who's sitting in 4th spot. Right now, Chris Thornton is looking to keep Anthony Colatuano at bay. And right now able to do so as Daryl's got company there on the inside. Corbin is taken down to the inside, going to be able to take over that 4th spot over Daryl. And back behind them, you got the 10 machine, Chase Burquette. He was trying to peek on the inside of the other Arnold Ryan. But to no prevail for now. As it looks, Ryan might have brushed the wall a little bit getting out of turn number 2. Somebody might want to tell Ryan brushing the wall is not good. But well, we have a caution. No. Who was that? I'm thinking it might have been... Not Paul. It wasn't Paul. Yep. Okay, it happened in front of Paul, which I thought it did. Right here. And who... Is that the 4 of Cody? No. Is that the 14? Yeah, Alan Grote. Looks like coming, he just tagged the wall and the 41 had nowhere to go. Got into him and then it collected both of them. Unfortunately, parts went flying. So that's definitely going to require some repairs. Wouldn't be surprised to see some required repairs on both those machines. As now we got Anthony Coltuano up into the top spot. Walker Thomas sitting in 2nd. Jake Baker in that 17 machine sitting 3rd, up 11 spots from where he started the race. Nathan Inman in 4th, and then Jared Rashawn running out the top 5 this evening. As the top 4 did not come down pit road. Jared is the first driver to make a pit stop. And then you got Corbin Collins, Eli Innes, Chris Thornton, Daryl Arnold, and Ryan Arnold rounding out the top 10. Those drivers did make pit stops under this caution. We'll see here as we are completing lap 35 of 50. Go ahead and give another race recap here real quick. 5 cautions for 20 laps, 1 lead change, and we are down to 15 laps to go here this evening for the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix. For those that don't know, the first race was at Phoenix International Speedway. This race is at Phoenix Raceway. The difference, the layout. What used to be the front straightaway is now the back straightaway. As we are waiting on Anthony to get into that Geico restart zone and get us back under green flag racing here, as I think we extended the caution once more. Pace car comes back out once more to control the field. And then we will get that pace sedan off and get this show back on the road. Never did turn down the volume. Waiting for Colatuano getting that restart zone, and we are back under green flag racing here this evening. Lap 37 completed of 50 here. We got 3 wide, almost 4 wide going on back behind him. That's with Corbin Collins, Jared Rashawn and company. And we're still 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. We got another caution. That might be... Uh-oh. Found it. Sean Leisure. Oh, the 67 machine. Oh. Not having the second race that he wanted to have. And it looked like the 14 just got to the outside of him and got a little too close. And around... What the heck? There we go. And around Sean went. And that will bring out our latest caution here this evening. We're down to 11 laps to go here. 11 more laps for the, I guess you want to call it the new version of Phoenix. I actually didn't like this track at first, but it has grown on me. And it's all right. Once you get the understanding of how, as we got 2 wave rounds flying through. See, it's still a very technical track. You still got to know your braking points. You got to hit them every single time. You got to know how to do the drag brake and the throttle control. But all in all, this track, I prefer it over the old layout. So Phoenix did a good job with the redesign of this track. The only downside is when that pace car dies off the pit road, you gotta go down the entire back straightaway with nobody pacing you other than yourself. Especially if you're the leader. You gotta really mind your pace speed and be aware. We should be getting the one to go here this time by. And as the last, three or four restarts here, they have been single file. And I expect this one to be the same. As the pace car lights are off, and yes, they are single file here. So we will be getting another single file restart here. Once they take the green flag, we will have 8 laps to go. No, 7 laps to go. No, it'll be 8. I apologize. Alright. My math is off. It is a little after 10:30 here on the East Coast, and it's starting to hit my brain. So, don't mind me. Get ready to get this show back on the road here and see if these guys can put on a very good finish, which I don't doubt. These guys usually always provide good finishes. We are back green flag racing here. Got Anthony Colatuano, Walker Thomas, Jake Baker up here in 3rd. Well, actually now he's down to 6th spot as he's up almost against the wall trying to Larson Phoenix, which I don't think works here. I've never personally tried it. I usually try to stay at the bottom of the track, but you don't know until you try. I mean, Ross Chastain, look what he did. We're almost four wide. That Phoenix, oh my goodness. How did they not wreck? Oh, lordy. We're still 3 wide, 2 wide. Oh, no. Get back on these guys. This is a circus back here. Daryl is the middleman. He's the Oreo and all this stuff. Well, he's the cream in the Oreo, I should say. We're still 3 wide. Good lordy. Still 3 wide. Going through 1 and 2. Coming out of turn number 2. Oh, man. These guys, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it, and they're making it look good, making it look cool. Still 3 wide. Coming out of turn number 4. 2 wide. 4 wide. 3 wide again. Josh Duke got to get back up here on the track, but he's going to stick it down to the apron. He's like, I don't need no banking to get around this track, but he eventually came back up, and we finally, I knew it was going to happen right in through here, and boy, what a big one. Big wreck here this evening. Here, coming out of turn number 2. See what happened here. I know it started in front of Tyler. I think it started with the 79, or around the 79, I should say. So, let's get on, if I can find him. It's not coming up. Well, we'll stay on. Oh, actually, it started Jake Baker? Let's go ahead and do a chase. Oh, the 79 got into the back bumper of the 17, turned the 17, got in the 8. And then the 60 of Costello got involved. Darrell got involved. The 02 got involved. The 32 got involved. The 91 of Kyle Camper got involved. The 00 got involved. The 182 got involved. The 4 got involved. Oh, lordy. Mayhem here on the back straightaway this evening, as we are down to 3 laps to go here. It's going to be a wild finish, folks. All right, we're getting the one to go here. And we'll be down to a green-white checker attempt. Let's see here if they're going to be able to get it done under one green GWC. You got Corbin Collins in first, Anthony Colatuano second, Walker Thomas third, Eli Innes in fourth, Jared Rashawn fifth, Chris Thornton sixth, Chase Paquette seventh, Matthew Dutcher eighth, Nathan Inman ninth, and Darrell rounding out the top 10. But right now, waiting for Corbin getting that restart zone. We will get back green flag racing here. As we take the green flag. Once he crosses the line, we will have 2 laps to go here this evening. 2 more laps to go as he crosses the stripe here for the Motormouth Twins at Phoenix. And it looks like a lot of single file here going down into turn number 1 and 2, but you got Eli Innes here putting the pressure on the outside of Walker Thomas down the back straightaway. Going down into turn number 3 and 4, Walker Thomas is going to have the momentum as Eli's going to give him a little bit of a bumper. White flag's out in the air. Whatever happens does not matter from here on out. The next flag will be the checkered flag, and Corbin Collins is hoping to finish in that top spot. Anthony Colatuano is right there on his heels. Eli Innes is looking to finish out in that third podium spot here this evening. Walker Thomas is down on the inside trying to get the momentum. Corbin Collins is going to finish in first. Anthony Colatuano second, and Eli Innes is going to finish in third. Walker Thomas is going to finish fourth as he gave everything to try finishing the podium spot here this evening. Lost it, was not able to hold off Eli here this evening. Go ahead, get on that 71 machine here. Congratulations to that Mobile One 71 machine, Corbin Collins. Grabbing your virtual victory here at the second race of the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix, as it looks like teammates are going to go ahead and burn it up as the one is blinking out a little bit, but got a little bit of a track house going on here as the 48's going to join in as well. Led 8 laps, up 17 spots from where he started the race. Started 18th. Started. Yeah. Like I said, my brain is shot. So we're going to go ahead, step away, get the top 3 up here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Oh. All right, folks. Well, unfortunately, was not able to get the top 3 up here, but I was able to find the top 2. So we're going to go ahead and roll with that. Go ahead and get our second place finisher here this evening. And that would be that number 98 machine of Anthony Colatuano. Let's go ahead and get him up into the broadcast booth. Well, Anthony, definitely not the race that you guys wanted to have here for the second stint of the Motormouth Twins here at Phoenix. But go ahead and talk about your race, man. How was it for you here? You were up 6 spots from where you started the race.
Yeah, it was a good race. I had a good starting position, obviously, because the last race I didn't do so good. But I should have pitted on that last when everybody else pitted. But glad I got to lead a couple of laps. It was actually a good race. I actually like this new track compared to the old track.
Yeah, I definitely brought that up in the broadcast. This track is a lot more friendlier than the old style. And yeah, I mean, you were out here, you led 12 laps here. Obviously, I'm sure you wanted to lead the last one, but, Corbin kind of stole that from you. But all in all, pretty good night for you. I mean, the first race didn't go the way you wanted it to, but you were able to rebound here, get a P2, good points night, all in all. And trying to find the schedule here right now to find out where you guys are next week. If I'm not mistaken, yes, Atlanta next week. Go ahead and talk about, transitioning from 2 different styles of Phoenix going into Atlanta. And I think it's the new style, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope it's the old style.
Oh, the
new
old style?
Yeah, I hope it's the old style. The old style is a lot more fun just for the fact that you can do tire wear. Tires is more a factor in the next race if it's the old style, because the Super Speedway Atlanta is not really that much fun. It's really not much passing and stuff like that. It's more how you handle your car in the old style. But hopefully it's the old style, not the new track.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to find out here. I'm sure we'll find out through the week.
Yeah, we'll find out on Tuesday.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely find out on Tuesday, but hopefully you guys are not thrown for a surprise like a NASCAR Cup guys were on Sunday with the
tire wear.
With the tires.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're giving a little heads up so you know how to prepare. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your P2 here, Anthony, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go celebrate your P2 finish?
Shout out to my teammates. Obviously, the last 2 weeks were very hard for me. My father passed away on the 2nd of this month. So this race is actually dedicated to my dad. He's actually on the passenger side. He'll be with me all through the rest of the season. But very thankful for my teammates for being supportive of me in the last 2 weeks. But I just want to thank everybody else who messaged me and everything else like that. And thank you for everybody for watching, and thank you for broadcasting.
Yeah, for sure. And glad to see you back out here on the track, Anthony. I know it's not been the easiest for you. Been a struggle on everything, but be able to come out here, finish P2 here on the night of dual races is definitely be something to hold your head proud of, and know that your father upstairs is looking down on you, and he is very proud of the man that you are, and definitely looking forward to seeing what you have in store for the rest of the season. So go ahead and go get him here, and till then, Anthony, enjoy this one, celebrate it, and we'll see you next Tuesday at Atlanta.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. That takes care of our P2 finish here this evening. Go ahead and get our winner up here in that number 71 machine of Corbin Collins. Let's go ahead and get him up into the broadcast booth. Well, Corbin, man, you were able to fight off the 98 of Anthony there at the latter part of the race. Go ahead and talk about your race here. How was it for you here at the new style of Phoenix?
Well, it went a lot better than the first one. First one, I probably should have stayed out, but when we pitted and got bumped in that wreck, that kind of ruined our entire race. And so then we got stuck, with the invert, we got stuck, I think, started P18. So we was trying to make your way up was hard because of the yellows, but after that one green flag run, we was able to get moved up pretty far, and then we pitted. And I knew there with those tires, with all those yellows we kept having, I knew on that second to final restart that if I didn't make some ground then, I wasn't gonna get up there, and so I was pretty aggressive there, and luckily I was able to get to first right as the last yellow came out that sent us into overtime, and thankfully everything went right and crossed the line first.
Yeah, for sure. One of the cool things about what they do here at the ISRL is every year they do a track to where they run dual races, and to be able to have that, you might have bad luck one race, but to be able to rebound and to have yourself a good race. And I mean, not only did you have a good race, but you gained 17 spots. You led 8 laps. So you led the most important lap. You led the last lap. It gives the opportunity to rebound off of having one bad race to be able to still have a good points night all in all. And now we move on from, the old and new style Phoenix. Next week we go to Atlanta, and unfortunately I can't tell you if it's the new Atlanta or the old Atlanta, so I don't know which style of Atlanta we're going to, but we're still going to Atlanta regardless. Go ahead and talk about, what are you looking forward to going to Atlanta, Georgia next Tuesday night?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's old Atlanta, and if it actually is, then I think it's going to be a whole lot like Legacy Phoenix was today. It's going to be really loose and want to eat up your tires, so you're going to have to be very easy on the throttle, or else it'll be very easy to spin it around. So that should be a fun one. Be a lot of slipping and sliding. A lot like the first Phoenix race tonight.
Well, I can tell you this much. If it's the old style Atlanta, and like you said, it's going to replicate what the first race was here tonight with the Phoenix. But that track temp is probably going to be hotter than what it was at Phoenix here. It was 127 track temp right before you guys went qualifying. So Atlanta averages right around 130 if it's the old style. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see if that actually transfers over, depending on how the air temp and everything is. So definitely looking forward to that. So get your practice in for that one, Corbin. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here for the second of the Motormouth Twins race here at Phoenix, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory?
Nope, I think that's all.
All right, Corbin. Well, you go ahead and celebrate this one, and we'll go ahead and see you next Tuesday night over at Atlanta, whether it be the old or the new style. Either way, we're racing at Atlanta.
Yep, appreciate it.
Yep. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that will do it for the interviews here this evening. Let's go ahead and get down to the final results here for the ISRL Season 5, Race 7 here this evening. Finishing first. Yeah, there we go. Finishing first here this evening, Corbin Collins in that 71 machine. Congratulations once again, Corbin, on your victory here this evening. In second, Anthony Colatuano. Third, Eli Inez. Was not able to get him up here for an interview, unfortunately. But congratulations on your podium finish here, Eli. Fourth, Walker Thomas. Fifth, Jared Rashawn. Chase Paquette, sixth. Chris Thornton, seventh. Matthew Dutcher. I think I'm saying that right. Eighth. Nathan Inman, ninth. Tyler Kahn, 10th. Daryl Arnold 11th, Cody Hampton 12th, Michael Dorsey 13th, Zach Lindgren 14th, Cameron Mahone 15th, Cody Tabor 16th, Sean Leisure 17th, Chris Lilly 18th, Alexander Meter 19th, D. Allen Grote 20th, Connor Trifari 21st, Matthew Hooker 22nd. In 23rd, Paul Reckley. 24th, James Rader. In 25th, Connor Leach. 26th, Jason Semedo. 27th, Jake Baker. In 28th, Josh Duke. 29th, Mitch Van Oss. In 30th, Skylar Arnold. In 31st, Ryan Arnold. In 32nd, Joseph Costello. 33rd, Kyle Camper. In 34th, we got Caden Henry Oakes. In 25th, Clinton Seymour. 36th, Charlie Bayer. 37th, Aiden Kirker. And then rounding out the field here this evening, finishing 38th, Joshua Corner. Well, folks, that will take care of the Motor Mouth Twins here at Phoenix International Speedway and Phoenix Raceway. Until next Tuesday night at Atlanta. Take care of yourselves and each other and have yourselves a good night and good week. See you next Tuesday night.